folks. My head might be kind of cut off, but that's fine because we're going to show the guitar. That's the point of this. So, this is In the Image Clothing Company music. My name is Evan Strong. If you look down this good old fretboard of Frank the guitar here, you can see that he is set up well. And as I discuss, we want that slight rounding to where the E's are the lowest, right? This is the high E. This is the low E. The strings on the outsides, we want them to be the lowest, and then in the center we want it to kind of round up and then come back down, right? Round up and come back down. An even rounding, or you can use the word radius, to the guitar all the way up at the nut, at the frets, and at the saddle down here, okay? That even rounding, that's what we need. What I'm going to focus on within here is that bass E string. And why it's so important to have that lower than the ones next to it, the A and the D, especially that A string, right? Because from the center we want it to come sloping out, and from the center we want it to come sloping out on both sides, even if it's just slight. Now here's the thing, if you're picking, okay, I'm a fingerstyle guitarist, so we need to keep that wrist as neutral as we can, straight out from the pinkies, that neutral wrist, like if you were just laying your arm down on something. We want to keep that wrist just neutral, and then we play, right? Now, if that wrist is going to be neutral and just here, just kind of relaxed, see how it just kind of like sits over the strings, and then you play, just like that, right? You just take your arm, place your arm down on the guitar, and then put it where the strings are, and then just play. Look at my hand right here. See where I'm touching the strings and now I'm not, touching the strings and now I'm not. You want to be able to get very close to touching that E without muting it. And if I'm playing like this, no matter where I'm going with my left hand, my right hand needs to be able to stay to where my thumb can just be very neutral. My wrist can be very neutral, and I'm not having to try to get around that bass string. If it's ringing out like this, I don't want to have to feel like I need to avoid that string, to not touch it with the palm of my hand in order to not mute it while I'm playing the other strings. And if it doesn't slope down like closer to the body of the guitar at the saddle, and it doesn't slope down closer to the fretboard at the nut, when we get to that lowest string here, this bass E string, then it's kind of just like in the way. And look at my shoulder versus, like I was saying, that natural neutral position and just enough room there, just enough, as in like, you know, very close, but just right there, just enough to not mute that. If this string wasn't sloping that way, then you'd have to be trying to like avoid it, and it's your shoulder as much as it is your hand. So like, I think you can see, I'll kind of bring the camera closer. I just don't want to adjust other things to make it different than it would naturally be, but my palm is like very close to that string when I'm just naturally here. Neutral wrist, naturally relaxed against the guitar, picking. That palm is very close to that E, and you want it to be able to be, just because you want your wrist to be natural. Well, like, look at this. As I'm just sitting here talking, that is the same as this. I mean, it's the same position, just that nice neutral wrist, right? We are in the Image Clothing Company. This is 1/3 of us, the music side of things, and so that's what I'm talking about. Our whole company is allowing the human body to just work and do its natural things. So that, I just wanted to make a little documentation here on how important it is to have that bass E string lower than the one next to it. even though it's thicker, that bass E string is thicker than the A string, it still needs to be lower. So yeah, there's a little bit of an explanation as to why. Okay, so anyway, thank you. Today is the 27th of December, 2024. My name is Evan Strong, the founder of In the Image Clothing Company. And yeah, I have a video titled Full Nylon String Guitar Setup. You can check that out. I go over everything within the guitar. And yeah, I've got a video where I've got videos, and I'll have more videos, and then I'm just going to be making music as I do and informational things as I do. So just stick around if you'd like. But yeah, a lot of little things that I know, little tiny nuanced things that a lot of people don't know, just because I've gone through what I've had to learn them, and because I know the human body in such depth because of, you know, who I am as far as running In the Image Clothing Company. So, you know, we got to accommodate for the body with the guitar, and then we can play well. Otherwise, you can't. You're just fighting the instrument if it's not accommodating your body. So that's what we do here. We also just make really cool music, really fun stuff. It's going to be great. So stick around if you'd like, or just pop in every now and then if you'd like. And yeah, thank you.